Welcome, my name's Mark, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make money using Linkros's content locker system. So there's a big problem trying to sell downloadable content these days. There's a lot of competition from BitTorrent sites and free download websites. Trying to convince someone to actually pay you money to download content is very difficult. So what we've created here is a system that is a kind of soft sell, where you don't actually have to convince someone to get out their credit card and pay you money, but you can still make money from your downloads. Essentially, the way it works is you upload your content to a free hosting website, and then you lock it using our content locker system, which will ask the person, before they can download the free content, to complete an offer from one of our advertisers. So this might be something like asking them to submit their email for a newsletter or submit their address for some sweepstakes. We don't have offers where we ask people for their credit cards or where we ask people to complete mobile subscriptions or anything, or viruses or anything that could harm them or deceive them. It's only things like, type in your email address and press the button. So as you can imagine, it's a lot easier for the person just to submit their email address and download the content rather than looking for the content somewhere else on the internet. And every time that someone submits their email address or signs up for a sweepstakes, you will earn money. Because that will be regarded as a conversion from one of our advertisers. And you can make up to $10 per conversion and a minimum of 5 cents. But I would say that the average that you'll make is sort of between $1 and 50 cents. So without further ado, let's get started with an example of how to do content locking. So what I've created here is a masks pack, you would call it, for artists. These are actually very useful because they help people apply textures to 3D models and things like that. And it is something that you would be able to find on the internet, but you would have to do a lot of searching to find something as good as this. Although this is an artist's resource, you can have any kind of download you want. It could be software, it could be photos, it could be anything that you know that people want to download. So what I would encourage you to do is just use your imagination and try and think of what kind of things people want to download for free. So once you've assembled your content, what you need to do is you need to put it in a zip file so that people can download it very easily. And then you need to create some marketing materials to help you sell the item. So here I've created in Photoshop this sales texture. Now, you don't necessarily need to do this, but I would highly recommend that you do create some kind of marketing for your download, because you'll get 10 times as many downloads if the people can actually see what they're downloading before they download it. And to create some excitement about the product and a perception that there's value there, that they're going to see it as worthwhile to complete an offer. Once you've created your marketing materials, the next thing that you need to do is you need to find a community website where there's going to be lots of people who are interested in downloading your product. You could share it on social media, if you can find a sort of community group on social media, or you could find a forum or a website that hosts a specific type of community. My personal favorite as an artist is DeviantArt. This is actually a community that combines amateur artists and professionals. They share their content and they share resources to help them create their content. So for example, if I search for brushes, you can see that a lot of people have created content to help with Photoshop and things like that. So this is an ideal place for hosting content locking. So what I'm going to do is I've started the submission process, and as you can see, I've uploaded my marketing texture, and I filled in various options. As you can see, I've added a lot of tags here. Make sure you know that you do your tagging correctly, and make sure you list your product under the right category or the right subforum or whatever it is. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this content. As you can see, by the way, I've not uploaded the actual zip file to this website. The zip file will be hosted elsewhere. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that later. So as you can see, it says submission successful. And I'm going to go to my profile. As we can see, there's not, there's nothing here at the moment for people to download, but we'll add that later. So what I'm going to do now is I've gone to this website called mega.nz. This is a great website for hosting files, and you get 50 gigabytes free. So that's very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click File Upload, and I'm going to select the zip file that contains all of my masks. So what it says here is one upload was added to the transfer queue. So once you've uploaded your file, it'll go into a transfer queue, and you'll have to wait some time for the file to download. So what I'll do is I'll come back once the file has uploaded. Okay, so welcome back. My file has completed uploading now. It took about 10 minutes. And I'm going to right click on the file, and here you can see it says get link. So I'm going to click that. And then it says export file links and decryption keys. Now, to get access to the files, it's important that they have the decryption key, but you can include the decryption key in the URL. So click on this one here where it says link with key. And as you can see, it's got the decryption key in the actual link as well as the file ID. So I'm going to copy that now to my clipboard, and it says it's copied. So now that we've got our download link, we need to go ahead and create our content locker on Linkerous.com. So the first thing that you should do is you should type in your PayPal email address. This is so that we can pay you automatically once you've reached $1 or more, and that's paid on a monthly basis on the first day of each month. So I'm going to go ahead and type my PayPal email address in. Right, so now we're going to create the actual HTML, and you can click in the bottom right hand corner here to enlarge the HTML container. We've actually provided some templates that you can use. I'm going to select the artistic download template because I think that's probably closest to what I'm looking for. And if you enlarge it, you can see that there's a number of options that you can change. So I'm going to change the title to say 75 texture masks. And if I go down, it asks for the details of the file. So I'm going to go back, and the file is called Seamless Masks. So I'm going to change the file name to seamless_masks. And it also asks for the file size, which is about, let's say, 101.1 megabytes. You don't have to provide this information, you could just remove this, but it helps reinforce the idea that this is a real file and you're going to be getting real value when you download it. And most importantly, at the bottom it says file download location. So if you see here, it says a href equals, and then it's got two speech marks. You need to put your download file address inside these two speech marks. So I'm going to delete the default one there. And then I'm going to paste from my clipboard the mega.nz download link. So it's got the link ID and then the decryption key. Okay, so we could do all kinds of customization to this file. We could change the background, or we could change this template to be anything that will convince people to complete an offer. It doesn't actually even need to be a download. It could be anything, as I say, that convinces them to complete an offer. But we're going to go ahead and create our locker now. So you can click preview, and I'll just click that quickly. So here we've got 75 texture masks, download now, and it's got some details about the file, and it says complete the offer to unlock this content immediately. So that looks good to me. I'm going to click create locker now. Now if I didn't have an account, it would create a Linkerous account for me automatically. Obviously I already have one, but you won't see anything different. You can just log in to your account under check earnings here. But here we go, we've got a new locker link, and if I copy that to my clipboard and paste that into the browser, there we go, 75 texture masks. But what you will see is I can't actually download the file. It's asking me to complete an offer, which is exactly what we want. Basically, you've got 5 offers here, and it will detect the country that the person is in and show them appropriate offers for that country. So in this case, I'm on holiday in France, so it's showing me some French offers. So if I click here, it will ask me to, there you go. It's asking me for my address in this case, so that I sign up to some sweepstakes. Pretty easy. If someone really wants the product, then they're going to fill this in. It takes them 2 minutes. As you can see, it's now checking to see if the offer has been completed. If I was to have completed that offer, it would hide this and I'd be able to download the content. So the last step is to add this locker link to our marketing so that people can click it and see our offers. So I'm going to go back to DeviantArt, where I've added some marketing text, and I'm going to paste in my locker link. And I'm also, just above that, I'm going to write download now for free. And then I'm going to say, please complete offer to unlock. So that's quite an important statement. So you're saying that the file is available for download for free, very important, and you ask them very nicely to please complete an offer to unlock. So you've very clearly said there that they'll be able to unlock the content if they complete an offer. So that's great. I'm going to go ahead and click update. And there we go. We've got our marketing. We've got a good title. We've got some marketing text to describe the product. We've got a clear set of instructions that they need to complete an offer. And we've got our clickable download link. So if I just click that, it takes us to our offers and they can complete the offer, and every time someone completes an offer to download the file, you will get paid money. Okay, that's going to do it for this one. Feel free to share this video, and I definitely recommend you try out content locking.